U.S. President Donald Trump said on October 16th on Truth Social that he spoke on the phone with Russian President Vladimir Putin and agreed to meet with him in Hungary's capital Budapest with the aim of ending the Russia-Ukraine war. Trump said, "President Putin congratulated me and the United States on the great accomplishment of peace in the Middle East, something that, he said, has been dreamed of for centuries. I actually believe that the success in the Middle East will help in our negotiation in attaining an end to the war with Russia, Ukraine." He also said there will be a high-level talk to be led by the U.S. State Secretary Marco Rubio with the Russian side next week prior to the meeting between Trump and Putin. Putin's initiation for talks with Trump came 2 months after the two met in Alaska in August with the expectation to move into Russia-Ukraine bilateral peace talks quickly. Putin's request to meet Trump came a day before Trump's scheduled meeting with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to discuss the possible sales of Tomahawks to Ukraine as part of its long-distance strike strategy against Russia. For much of its war against Ukraine, Russia was able to pound Ukrainian cities and its energy grid with little retaliation, as Ukraine was unable to strike deep into Russia. The Tomahawk is an intermediate-range subsonic cruise missile for strikes from a great distance. It has an effective range of roughly 775 to 1,500 miles, which allows Ukraine to strike the western part of Russia, including Moscow and St. Petersburg. The Tomahawk is most often used to strike at hardened defense points, such as air defense systems, in order to pave the way for larger military actions. Ukraine has been developing its own long-range drones and missiles and is now able to hit Russia almost daily, targeting Russian oil refineries, power plants, and electricity substations. Ukraine's long-range strikes have sparked a growing energy crisis inside Russia. Since January, Ukraine has hit 21 of Russia's 38 large crude oil refineries that convert crude oil into usable fuel, with a success rate at 48% higher than the whole of last year, according to a BBC report. Zelensky said the attacks have caused Russia to lose up to 20% of its gasoline supply and forced it to start importing from Belarus and China.